Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, ETTemplar, Supreme Misfit, Professional Dipshit, and I'll show where this planet is on screen. It is Hawking 1 in the Hawking system, which there's these hammersaurs, these hammersaur dinosaurs, which are terrifying and they're fun to hunt. So if you want to check out this planet, that's where it's at. There should have been some pictures on screen where you can go to discover this place. It's a high-level world at 75, and you can get to like 130 to 170 EXP per kill. So if you kill 10 of these things, that's 1,000 experience. So it's a way, if you want to quickly level up, that's one way to do it. But I will have to say, so we've gotten 13 levels since the last saw us, and we're steaming along. And as far as aliens go, I will have to give Bethesda credit. They do have some awesome design for some terrifying alien life forms. There's some I don't know the name of, but there is one where they're like land cephalopods. So they're like land octopus. And they got all kinds of, there's one planet that I kind of want to find, and if I do, I'll post a video about it. They have giant spiders. I know Jameson has these little, they're called drop zombs. That's what they're called. And they're probably about 4, 5, 6 feet long and about 5 feet tall. They're terrifying little bastards, and they're hard to find. If you're surveying Jameson and you have to find these guys, they're tough because they only come in pairs and they burrow. So you're gonna be spending 1 to 2 hours of finding these spiders. But apparently there's a planet somewhere that got giant spiders. I think they even have something called a pterosaur or a nightmare. I think that's what it's called, and when you see the thing, it's a pretty apt description. So, again, Bethesda kills it with the creature and alien design, I will have to say. And after putting, oh god, I don't know, thousands of hours in this game, I'm still having a blast. I'm still, you know, doing the new game plus, going to the Unity and all that. So, again, weirdly, this game, for whatever reason, I love playing it, and it hasn't really gotten old for me. Maybe it's just a flying around in space, or the companions, and where you can design and place things in your outpost, and maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I'm still loving the hell out of this game. Again, Shattered Space, I was a little bit let down, but as long as there's new content being added, I think Bethesda can still have a winning game and a winning formula here. Oh, these giant dinosaurs are awesome, aren't they? And that's one thing about this game too, you know, this is just something you can come across, or the giant cephalopods, the land cephalopods, the octopuses, and there's even a ship, an abandoned ship somewhere, a big-ass ship, where a creature snuck on board, and it killed the crew, and eventually you find it, and it's terrifying. It's like this leaping thing with wings. So there is a large ship out there that has a alien infestation, and there's also a smaller ship that has an alien infestation too, with smaller guys. It's I love it when that happens. So we're just gonna grab a thumbnail shot here. So this game, and that's not exactly the main quest, that's just something you come across. So this game continues to just like surprise me, and I will say, like, I think different universe, hopefully this is the same Hawking as it is for you guys, but in this playthrough these guys are on Hawking 1 in the Hawking system. So hopefully, I don't know if like New Game Plus changes the worlds. I haven't figured that out yet. So hopefully you can find these things and kind of grind them out for some levels. So hopefully I'm giving some right information there, not leading you astray. But there's another planet that's just as terrifying called Sharbitus. And there's a quest line there that's pretty damn nightmarish, as well as there's some creepy crawlies there that will it literally crawls. There's shitloads of spiders. I think I mentioned Sharbitus before, but yeah, it's pure nightmare fuel. And I think we get to level 126 in this video. This way, a video, sorry I changed that, it's just much more simpler when it's a single shot video. It's easier for me, like, I know that the cooler level progressions were neat, but this way I can cram pack it with more focused or unfocused topics and stuff about Starfield, as well as random thoughts. So with that, I'm gonna change up the topic a bit, and we're gonna get kind of like serious. Allegedly, I don't know, this is just rumors I've heard, and supposedly someone's reported that there has been over 2,000 suicides post-election. So regardless, if you're a person on the left, and even though the left, people on the left have said fucked up shit about me, called me a murderer, a Nazi, white supremacist, or whatever, homophobe, you know, I can't in good conscience, you know, that fucking sucks. And the fact that these people are killing themselves over something so dumb like politics. Look, I don't know how old you guys are watching this, and if you are a person who's left-leaning and is upset by the election results, just know that the other party fucks it up all the time. When Bush was president way back when, the Republicans fucked it up. They had a Republican Congress, they had a Republican House, and George Bush, and they spent that time doing nothing constructive. So just always keep in mind that your political rivals will more than likely fuck something up, and they'll make people mad. So it's not, you know, the end of the world. And in 2020, when Biden was elected and Kamala Harris was elected, you know, I was in the same boat. I was afraid my guns were going to be taken away. They were going, you know, all these bad things. Well, although I believe personally that policies of the left are pretty fucking terrible, like 90% of the time. You know, it didn't really change a whole lot about my life, Biden and Kamala being in. Just generally. Even with Trump in office, and I'll admit this here, even with him in office, I'm not going to be able to afford a house. He's not going to, you know, Donald Trump being in office is not going to, as a Republican, going to bring me massive amounts of instant success or favor. You know, that's just not how the world works. So, just generally, if you're a leftist, and, like, the sad thing about all this is people bought this idea that's end of the world and end of the democracy, and I think, unfortunately, a lot of people believe that. And, if this rumor is true that 2,000 people are dead, oh my god, are dead, that's fucking terrible. So, just know that it's not the end of the world in any way, shape, or form. There's still checks and balances. This is still a country of checks and balances, and I believe that will hold through. You know, this Democratic Republic has been going for over, what, 240, 250 years? And there still hasn't been any dictator. Sure, there's been some shitheads for presidents, depending your opinion, but still, it's not by any means death of the Republic or death of America. So, if you're one of those people that's, you know, down and out, you know, it's 4 years are going to go by quick, and more than likely, you know, things are going to be cheaper, so it's not going to be all bad for you. Gas is going to be cheaper. Your groceries are going to be cheaper. So it's not going to be all dog shit. Nothing is ever 100% constant dog shit, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep that in mind, and keep in mind that your political opponents will often, usually fuck up in some way, shape, or form. So keep that in mind, and not only that, you have all this glorious things to witness. If you're not a Trump fan, there's this opportunity that you might see him totally fuck it up and ruin the Republican Party. Do you really want to miss out on that? No, that's the same reason why, when Biden and Kamala got in, I was pretty depressed and down and fucking terrified. This election, I was terrified and, had thoughts and ideas of what I would do to myself. Anyways, case in point, there's, it's always darkest before the dawn, and regardless of your political affiliation, it can't be raining all the time, and it can't be shit all the time. So, don't give up hope, regardless, and that's just my laurel piece, offering people on the left. It's not. You still have your state's rights, and they can challenge and file lawsuits against the federal government if they think what they're doing is wrong. So it's not all despair or bad. In your opinion, the policies might be shit and terrible, but you know, it's nothing to kill yourself over. Politics is nothing to kill yourself over. And I know it's rough, and that's coming from me, someone who's, a volcel. I don't really have a job. I don't own a house. So, in the same boat as far as, depression-wise, there's... don't have a girlfriend or significant other, but that's no reason. Politics is no reason to kill yourself. And I guarantee you, if you wait, good things will happen. And undoubtedly, I'm happy Trump won, but I'm also pretty concerned that the Republican House and Senate will fuck it up some way. And that's one thing you have to keep in mind, depending on your politics and how elections go, is that your adversaries aren't going to run a 100% thing that everyone's going to agree with. And I sure as shit ain't going to believe that there's going to be some, he's not going to make himself king or dictator. He can't. There's checks and balances. There's the 3 branches of power. But there's a lot of people buying a whole lot of bullshit being put out, and a lot of people, unfortunately, are killing themselves over it. We can even talk about that topic on YouTube, but, well, there it is. Maybe we're late enough in the video that they won't, pick it up. But anyways, so, sorry about that. Back on to... So, there's also these freaky little guys that you can kill. And here we go. We're going to hit level 126. So, grinding is another way if you want to change up your power leveling instead of questing, bounties, surveying. Finding these high-level worlds where there's creatures and aliens and stuff to kill and grind off of can change up the leveling if you need to. But I like surveying and also discovering creatures and grinding as well. So it's a way you can level up quick if you get bored of the bounties and like mission, main quest line, or just general quests. So, pardon the dead air, I'm kind of out of topics, but in closing in this video, in these last minute or so, politics is nothing to kill yourself over. It's not the end by any means, and just wait, who knows, maybe some crazy shit will happen to your political adversaries or opponents. But in closing, I will also say, let's not go to political violence, because that won't end well for anybody, regardless of your political affiliations. So if there's people out there speaking of violence or wanting to commit violence, or rumors that I've heard that fucking people are going to poison other people over politics, that's fucking unhinged. And there's quite a bit of dehumanization going on, more so that I've seen recently from the left and Democratic side. So, anyways, that's politics. But, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry for the political, stuff there. But hopefully you found this video interesting. I'll see you next time. Godspeed, and see you later.